Hi, I'm Matt, and me and my wife Rachel, who you're going to meet tomorrow, lead Sunderland Community Church. We have 3 young kids and they are 4 years old and under, which is amazing, but also keeps us on our toes and keeps us busy, but they are such a blessing to us. Now, Adam asked me if I would just share with you out of Proverbs 12. Now, I find personally Proverbs is just this rich book full of wisdom, and I can read one verse in it and be stuck in it for weeks trying to apply it to my own life. There's this constant contrast between the righteous and the ungodly, or a wise decision or an unwise decision, a foolish person and a good person. There's this constant to-ing and fro-ing. And as I've read through Proverbs, I've come to realise that it is full of godly wisdom, but you can apply a lot of this to your life and be a very good person, but still miss the fact that you're not centered around God. And there's this proverb in Proverbs 12 verse 3 that says, "No one can be established through wickedness, but the righteous cannot be uprooted." And as I read that and thought about it, the righteous is someone who stands in good stead, who is justified, who is a right person. And when I thought about that, I thought, wow, well, outside of Christ, outside of Jesus, is anyone justified? Because I'm certainly not. And it talks about being rooted, our roots going deep and letting our nutrients be given to us from God. So that's our water and everything that we need to be sustained. Let our roots go deep. And I would encourage you that as you read through these and as you apply Proverbs to your life in some way, shape or form, make sure that your roots are going deep into Him. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, and so the innocent escape trouble. From the fruit of their lips people are filled with good things, and the works of their hands bring them reward. The way of fools seem right to them, but the wise listen to advice. Fools show their annoyance at once, but the prudent overlook an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. The words of the reckless pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but He delights in people who are trustworthy. The prudent keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool's heart blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but the laziness ends in forced labour. Anxiety weighs the heart down, but a kind word cheers it up. So I've just read to you 13 verses from Proverbs 12. Now 7 of those 13 verses are all about things that we speak, things that we say, something that comes out of our mouth. And it's amazing to think, well, what happened when God speaks? What happened when He spoke? In Genesis 1 it says that He spoke and things burst forth, creation came to being. It says, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. When God speaks, creation happens. Life in all of its fullness comes about. Things are built up and established. But when the devil speaks, deceit, lies, tearing down, and darkness comes, even death. What do we say, and how does it affect the people around us? The Spirit in the Old Testament, the word used for Spirit was this word ruach, and it's used as this energy, this force is what it literally translates to, this invisible force, a bit like the wind that comes and it has this power but you can't see it, or like a breath that you take in and you feel it in your lungs but you can't see it. And what I find fascinating about that is that as God speaks, as his breath comes out, life is bursting forth. As we speak, the words that we say can either bring life, build people up, and be helpful, or they can be hurtful, tear people down, and bring death. I have, as I've already said, 3 kids under 4. Now, there are times in my life where I can find myself and my patience being tested. And there's a moment where I'm just put over the edge. And in that moment, what do I say? Do the words come out of my mouth? Do they build up? And do they give life? Or do they tear down and bring destruction? For you, it might be driving in your car and being having road rage, someone cutting you up and just feeling so frustrated. Or it could be having a heated discussion with someone and you just can't help yourself. There was some research that was done that says that when something happens around us, a circumstance, a situation, there's a chemical reaction that's released for 90 seconds in our bodies that causes us to then feel the emotions and react a certain way. And I just wonder whether if we just stopped and waited instead of reacting in a moment and saying the first thing that comes to our mind, why don't we wait and go, Holy Spirit, fill us, and in this moment, let the next things that come out of our mouths be life-giving, be building up and edifying to the person receiving it, rather than tearing down and stealing and destroying. Guys, I hope you found this helpful, and I just want to pray that you'll continue to root yourself in him